So this is my TRX4 Sport. It's outfitted with Rock Pirates RC shock towers front and rear. Got an 1800 Fusion SE, homemade battery tray, homemade flatbed, Proline Mickey Thompsons, Amazon wheels. It's got brass weights in the front, nothing major. Let me see in there. And that's it. Other than that, it is a Sport, TRX4 Sport. It's got a Flesh Hobby 50 kg on there. That's it. It's mostly a Sport. It has done great outfitted like this. And I'm half tempted to not even do this. It has the J Concepts creeper cab on there, the honky wagon. I love it. Like I said, I'm half tempted to not even do this, but you know how it goes. Always looking to advance, see what else you can mess with. So I may do this, and then I think I keep most of the TRX4 Sport intact. I just need the axles, the drive shafts, and the transmission, and the servo. And shocks. Well, shit. I guess after I do this, the only thing left will be the frame, a flatbed, and the shock towers. We'll see. Maybe this live on as something else. Anyhow, let me get to what I'm saying. So I got this Injora carbon fiber LCG frame for an TRX4. TRX4 is kind of an odd bird. It's like great, but you'll find most custom things are tailored to axial or element, and it's just a different bird altogether. Now let's open this up, see what we got. Alright, of course we got the frame rails. We have a set of sliders, 2 sets of links, which I think this could be used for 12.3 or 12.8 inches. I don't know what that is in millimeters. I'll put something on the screen. Battery tray, body post. These are metal, so that's kind of nice. 70 millimeter spacers. That is the skid and engine mount, and your track bar or panhard bar. I don't know why people call it that. I've said this before in other videos, like a track bar in Jeeps and trucks is what goes in the front and keeps your axle under center. And in older cars, hot rods and whatnot, a panhard bar is what keeps your rear axle under frame, under center. I don't know. Just in the Jeep and truck and 4x4 world, that's a track bar. Anyhow, that's splitting hairs. Looks like a pretty nice kit. I'm not going to do a how-to on it. I'm just going to put it together and go from there. Forgot to mention the first part. The last time I used this, I bent a shock and I broke a link. I don't know if you can see that or not. So that'll get rebuilt too. I think these links should stay on the TRX4 Sport frame. I'll go ahead and do some maintenance on these axles and the transmission and stuff. Lord knows they could use some grease. Alright, sorry about the lighting. I don't know what's going on there. Got the garage door open. Anywhere there is light, my fat head blocks it. Whatever. This won't affect most people. This is if you are running a servo on axle mount and you have a 540 or bigger can. I'm using the Fusion SE, and it's not fitting, right? So here is the one upper link they give you, and that would be great if you're going to use the track bar and your servo mount up here. Like if you had the Injora sells one, they're all over eBay, the bumper mount, servo mount, or bumper servo mount, however you want to say it. It's brass, and I ordered that as a backup. I don't want to use it. What I am doing is I made a link. This is a 3/16 rod, so it's not stainless, just cold steel or whatever. I think it's going to work. We're going to see if it's going to work. If not, I'll just go back to using the servo mount on the bumper. I want servo on axle. These trucks perform a lot better with servo on axle. There's nothing about these carbon fiber LCG chassis that are scale, so I don't give a I don't care about having a track bar. Like, if there's a way I could get rid of the track bar on my Jeep and on my truck, I think that'd be great. The only way in real life is to use full hydraulics steering, and that's not legal on the road. Legal. So yeah, I made this link here. Well, I'm not done making it. I'm currently making it. It ain't pretty, but I think it's gonna work, and you will only see this if it did. All right, so I'm pretty finished with this LCG chassis for the TRX4 from Injora. I listed everything it came with earlier in the video. I don't think that I'm going to use this body for it. I'd have to hack it up pretty good to get it to fit on there correctly. If I started new, it'd be no problem, but that's not the case. At least for now, anyways. I think I'm gonna... It was made for the Rock Pirates TRX4 build that I had, and I think that it's going to stay that way, because this thing is a pretty good truck, and like still has a lot of parts left on it, but not a lot. The links, towers, everything. All it needs is a transmission, a axles, drive shafts, and electronics, and shocks, I guess. Basically, I need to find a TRX4 donor truck for that. But I like it, and this body fits perfect on it. So I think that that's going to stay on there. Back to this one. This is what I just finished up. Took a little bit of work to get the servo on axle to work, because I don't know if you can see in there. Let me see if I can't flip it over. Can you see that bent link right there? The upper one on the driver's side. A little angled. It's a pretty tight fit to fit around the motor can there. Same geometry, I just had to put that little kink in there to clear the motor. Now if I ran just the what do you call it, the chassis mounted servo, it would be no problem. I set it up that way because I was having trouble figuring that out. So I got this brass, how's this going there? It would go right there. The chassis, or the servo would mount right there, and it was all right. I just really wanted a servo on axle mount. So I need to find a smaller servo horn to get that to work. I mean, it works right now. I just cut this one down a little bit. It works. It just looks kind of silly. Nothing rubs, nothing hits. All good. Fairly easy to put together. This is a 12.3, so didn't get stretched or anything. It did come with where are they at? With extra links to make it a little bit longer, and I might do that. Got to get new drive shafts. The drive shaft, the front one, I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if it's a little bit too short for how low it is or what, but I just took some paper towel and stuffed it down in there so this couldn't slide too far out. Works fine. The back one, it works fine. Where's it at? There we go. I'm not looking at the camera right. Pretty good. This is basically, I just took everything off that Rock Pirate build that I just had, swapped it onto this, and added a servo mount. Pretty decent though, especially for 60 bucks. I think it took 3 weeks to get, maybe 4 weeks, 3 weeks to get. I got it from Injora's website. You can get it on AliExpress or probably eBay, I don't know. I don't think they're on Amazon just yet. So far, from what I could tell, the little bit that I've driven it, it does pretty good. Slightly better than my Rock Pirates one. This skid is a little bit angled forward, and everything seems to be a little bit more forward too. A little bit more forward weight bias. I don't have any scales to weigh it or anything. Same setup, everything else is the same. Like my receiver's in this balloon. I built this plate here. They gave me one though. One came in the kit. The other thing is you'd have to mount it like that. So I don't know. I might do that. Who knows? Everything else though is same as how it was on my Rock Pirates build. Pretty good though. I'm gonna put some run video in here, and I don't know what body it's gonna end up with just yet. This isn't the end of the honky wagon. It's just a pause. All right. Let me get on to the run video. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think, anything I could do to make it better, yada yada yada, all that stuff. All right, I don't remember where I left off in the last part of this video, but I ended up going with the honky wagon on this Injora chassis. I tried out a buddy of mine's cliffhanger body, and it fit great, but it's pretty beat up, and it just didn't feel right not being the honky wagon. I was gonna use a new clear body and do it all up all nice and everything, but and keep this one for just to rebuild the TRX4 Sport chassis. But this one's pretty rough. It's already cracked and dinged up and all that other stuff. Did have to do a couple little cuts, which turned out all right. It's pretty hard doing it when you can't see. I need a bumper. Right now I just got a safety wire bumper. It's 32 thousandths, should hold up. What else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't remember where else or what else I talked about in the rest of this video, so if you got any questions, just ask. I'm gonna do a couple short clips of this thing in action. One of my other videos I used that cliffhanger body, so if you see the Tortusi doing excellent, that's this. All right, stay tuned. course. Of course. really. I stripped out my servo horn, which is just a cheap one, but I had to modify it to fit. So we'll have to see what I come up with. Overall, did pretty good. I will say that when I ran it with the cliffhanger body, the Tortusi, it had a brass bumper mount, servo mount deal, which added a lot of weight up here at the front, and it did a little bit better, so I might have to modify that to fit on there with this body. Overall, pretty happy, and if you want a little bit extra performance out of your TRX4, this is a good way to get it. Cheap way too, lots of extra parts. Thanks for watching. Bye.